Okay. At this distance, okay, now I've got to do something to close no man's land. Because if I don't, and I just load this right hand, I show it to him and go, you know, like he's going to be cutting the distance, I'm going to be in trouble. So I have to do something to close that gap. And if I don't have Sebastian in fire support standing around the corner distracting him, I've got to do it all myself. So feinting is going to be a good way for you to close that gap. Okay? So we can give him different kind of looks. So when I throw this feint, maybe I'm going to show him the whole jab, but just throw it short. Okay, so my hand and foot will move together just like it's a whole jab. And I'm just seeing if he's reacting or not. You know, what's he reacting? Maybe he looks like he's going to parry every time. Maybe he looks like he's going to slip every time. So that lets me know he's going to catch it. So when I throw my cross, like a beat behind it then, after he's catching it, I've kind of given myself the opportunity to move off his movements. Does that make sense to everyone? Okay, and he might not be there at all. Okay, so you're going to have a play with different looks and give him different things. If you just do the same thing every time, he's going to read it again. So other looks I could give him, instead of throwing my hand and foot together, maybe I'm just going to throw my foot. And that keeps my guard nice and tight. So it's a little bit less, but maybe I'm just throwing my foot. Maybe when I throw my foot and I step towards him, Jack does nothing. And I'm like, oh, he's going to do nothing. Maybe I can just close the distance. Because he's not going anywhere. He doesn't look ready. He's not reacting to me. Other thing you could do instead of just foot, maybe I leave my feet where they are. And I just show him my hand, so I haven't had to move my feet towards him. He might even bite on that and try and close the distance with a big shot of his own. If he does, it gives me time and distance because he's had to overcommit. Does that make sense? So I haven't had to do anything. I've still got my rear hand loaded, my feet haven't moved. So at any time, I can let that right hand pop out. Okay? Then you can start putting combinations on the end. So I can go feint, 1, 2. Okay? Hook, 1, 2. Okay? Flick, 1, 2. And I can start using it to close the distance. Okay? So what I want you to have to do is make sure you are outside this distance. I want your partner, if they think you're in touching distance, to jab you. Okay? I want people to realize that distance, as soon as I'm here, Jack can see, he can touch me. He should be touching me. Okay? No one should be letting anybody come into their space without making them pay the price. Does that make sense? Okay, you're in a fight, they're coming at you aggressively, no one should be anywhere near you without paying the price. Okay? Then I just want you to practice the different feints with your jab, full jab, just the hand, just the foot, so you can have a play with it. Be careful that when you're doing these things, you're not doing bad habits. It should be tight, you know? Making sure that you're not throwing shitty jabs. You don't want to give away gaps in your technique early. And then all I want you to do on the end of that is put a nice simple combination together. Okay, so I want you to play with your feints, and then you might do a full feint, 1, 2 leg kick, just the hands, 1, 2 leg kick, okay, just the foot, 1, 2 knee, just a nice simple combination. Your partner's just going to try and parry the jabs, okay, and defend themselves. And you see if you can get ahead of them with their jabs. So we'll do one person attacking for a minute and one person just defending. You're going to have to deal with the feints. Your only job is to check and defend. Okay, so that'll allow you to start working some of your strategic combinations together. Does everyone feel okay with that drill? Okay, 6 minutes.